But what really matters is killing Omni, because he's an honor. Whoop, that's the wrong button. Where the heck are... Oh, yeah, we were about to do the arena fight. Well, you're riding around on my shoulder for one thing, Omni. What, did you see him there? I mean, the camera's a little zoomed out, so I wouldn't blame if you can't tell. Hey, Brian. How many of these guys do I have to kill? Don't answer that question. Ah! God dang it. Well, it's more than me, Omni. And I'm dead. Jesus!
Hey, Jack! Can I, have your insect collection?
Yes. Take 3. Hey, Angelus. Why are my attacks so short range? Oh, that's awesome. Although not as awesome as my pet, which is the Cloud of Darkness, aka my sister. Seriously, she's still the pet I use because she's basically my sister.
This place gives me the willies! Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Yeah, no kidding, Alex. I could actually name several games exactly like that. Oh, you just have to do this exact trick. Or... Alright, into the Black Echo. Oh, we die. Wow. Ah, well. I deserve to die. Okay. What? I was hoping, Shikor. A faint and fading hope, it's true. But really, I just wanted to die again.
While you're down there, could you rub my feet?
Yeah, sure. Stab. Alright, let's see this. Do you mind? I'm trying to ignore you. So, I'm not sure what else to do here, but that's probably because I've been working on other things. So I don't have a wish list in my mind of things to do. Well, considering Daxter doesn't seem to actually do anything. Like, gameplay-wise, I mean. Nah, it's time to give up on the game, guys. So, we're moving on to whatever's next. I don't remember right. Something console. I'm pretty sure it's a Switch game. Luigi's Mansion. Time to move on to Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, I've actually been enjoying this. This is probably still arguably a chill game. But, you know, it's competent. It's good. Ish. Don't kill me. Don't kill me! It's better than Banjo-Kazooie in every way. There, now you can't kill me. I have agreed with your opinion. And now you can't disagree with me and hate me. I mean, I want to die every day, Dream Whisperer. I wake up and I'm like, damn it! I probably shouldn't joke about that. I have actually woken up and been disappointed to wake up before. Fine. To quote Jean-Luc Picard, if I'm going to be damned, I'll be damned for who I really am. So while I enjoyed a lot of the core concepts of Banjo-Kazooie, and I did, I really feel like the game fell apart hard towards the end of the game. There's my actual, real opinion. So go ahead, kill me! No, I said this several times. If we had been playing the Xbox version, like 2 of those negatives, 2 or 3, I forget, would not have been there. Which is just... whatever, right? Worth it. Because it kept the eggs, so it was actually worth it. Like, as weird as this may sound, this game feels like the anti-Banjo, or at least the inverse, because I can go and die, and then immediately keep the progress I just did. As opposed to, whoops, I died, time to do the entire level all over again. You know? Like, those are diametric opposites in game design. But yeah, the Xbox version keeps some of your progress. That's basically it. So, I mean, that sounds like a minor thing, but that is such a game changer for a collect-a-thon, you know? Whoops, I died, but it's okay because everything I did is still there, you know? So yeah, at least 2 negatives removed for that one change right there. So anyways, when did Jak and Daxter 1 come out? People told me earlier, but I forgot because I'm an idiot and I like dying. Oh, I didn't die. Damn it! I was so looking forward to it. I got hyped, you know? I have a postcard. Yes! Oh, I feel better. Okay. Oops. Congrats, Permeus. I'm still working on the Discovery one, the latest one. Anyways, 2001. When did Banjo come out? I actually don't remember. What? You don't get to punch me. I think that's everything I can do other than going this way. Okay, 98. I feel like I asked this before, but I'm curious how many people picked up a PS2 because of GTA 3. Because it is not a small number, as we discussed during the GTA lore run. 3D lore run. The game was the definition of a console seller, or whatever they properly call that. Ah! That's... Still getting used to the timing of that. I technically never bought a PS2, so I can't even actually answer the question, but I know several friends who got it for GTA 3. Did I already? Yeah, I did. Okay. God, the timing on that is wild. Yeah, PS2... Okay, I'm going to say something a little controversial. The PS2 was a good console. But no, for real. Let me finish my sentence and actually get to the actually controversial part. I really believe that the PS2 managed to succeed so well because Nintendo dropped the ball so hard. Like it or not, Nintendo had absolutely dominated consoles until the PS2.
Say goodnight, Jack.
Even the PS1 was only the beginning of them losing things. Oh, the GameCube was excellent. Didn't sell that well. See, the problem is, as usual, and this is true in so many aspects of life, the actual event is not immediately followed by the results of the event. It's the next one that has to deal with the results of the event. So the N64's failure didn't actually affect the N64, it affected the GameCube. The GameCube did quite a few things right, and had some truly excellent games on it, but by that point they had simply allowed Sony too much room with the PlayStation 1, and this was also when they were still being pretty cagey about what they allowed on the GameCube, on their console. Now, here's the funny part. Right about the late N64 cycle is actually the specific time in which Nintendo loosened their requirements. You know, what they would allow on Nintendo consoles. Most people didn't know that, though. Most people were like, oh my god, Nintendo's for babies. We can't develop for them. But there's that new adult console out, the PlayStation. Now, like I was just talking about, that actually wasn't a factual truth, and it was in fact a provable lie. But it took enough of a root that a fairly large amount of people were like, oh my god, you know, we need to make sure that we develop our games for the other consoles. And obviously it's not just PlayStation. You know, there was the Saturn, which died horribly, and then there was the Dreamcast. But you get the idea. What? So, you have a generation after the main original generation of developers, the ones that made the SNES such a success, and the people who themselves are veterans after the SNES era itself, who have done a great deal of good work by that point, and a brand new console, which, let's be honest, the PlayStation 2 was actually a pretty good console. It could do quite a bit. It could handle quite a bit. Made with a lot of the aesthetics that made the old Nintendo consoles good. So, yeah, good console, lots of support, and not really a lot of strong competition, even though they probably should have had some. God, camera! What? Oh yes, the PS2 also had backwards compatibility, which is something that would take Nintendo, well, until the next generation to figure out with the Wii and the GameCube. Which is funny, because they were doing it with the handhelds from the very beginning. But that's just a little bit of forward preparation on their part right there. So yeah, don't mistake me, the PlayStation 2 was a good console. I am not trying to say anything else-wise, but I do feel like a lot of that is because Nintendo had been dropping the ball. Yeah, agreed, Little Felix. And yeah, the GameCube led directly into the Wii, which... that's a complicated one to talk about, as weird as that may sound. Like, the Wii was a huge financial success, but kinda sucked in its own right. And they had a really hard time with the third-party stuff on the Wii, because, as like I mentioned earlier, the Wii U is actually when they really started pushing third-party development again. I'm saying this wrong. The Wii is when they actually started pushing third-party development again, but it didn't really become a thing until the Wii U. Oh my god. Yeah, the Wii... can I? Oh, I guess I can hit this thing. Didn't even see it. Anyways, yeah, the Wii did not have a good library. Has arguably one of the worst controllers in the Nintendo library, in my opinion. And an over-reliance on gimmicks. Not some good stuff. I mean, there's good games on the Wii, but at this point, the number of Wii exclusives that are still good, I think is down to like 3. I can only think of 3 off the top of my head. Yeah, the only reason I used a Wii for a long time was as a GameCube. The Wii U... God, the poor Wii U. The Wii U really is just a... You ever want to talk about the power of marketing? Look at the Wii U. Look at that thing. Because it's a good console, and I will stand by that to the day I die. It has a good library, it's got a good controller, and the console itself is pretty damn decent. But holy crap, that Wii U bombed financially. Oh my god, I'm starting to hate this thing. What? No, that's not... Okay, sure, whatever, game. So anyways... I got the thing and then stuffed it in the bag. It's a damn shame. There are still Wii U games that are some of my favorites in their genres. My second favorite 3D platformer of all time is a Wii U game. The Wii U also is what gave us the HD versions of Wind Waker and Twilight, for whatever goods those are. It also gave us Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which is friggin' amazing. Yeah, thankfully the Switch really has just absolutely nailed it. Finally. I'm not sure the only complaints I could level at the Switch are that some of their ports are suck, and that there's not enough of their ports that are good. That's about the extent of my complaints on the Switch. But yeah, no, the Switch is definitely a confluence. They really changed their internal development structure. They really pushed first and third party developers, which is, you know, a big deal. Make sure to get both of those at markets. They pushed the marketing like crazy on all levels, I might add. I could keep going. It's also basically a handheld, in addition to having the best, in my opinion, the best controllers ever made. Yeah, exactly, Zillow. Which, again, speaks to the quality of the Wii U's library. Just about every Wii U game that's been ported to the Switch has sold extremely well. In fact, most of them have sold better than their Wii U comparisons. Which is sad, but there it is. By the way, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, the game I just mentioned, is on the Switch. I highly recommend it if you're into punishing precision platformers, because that is a very mean game, but excellent. I've actually 100%ed it twice, once on the Wii U and once on the Switch. But yeah, that's another thing the Switch did very right. How many ways can you play the Switch? See, we got handhold, right? Then we got with the controller, the attachment that comes with it. Then you've got the separate controllers. So, by default, you can play it 3 ways. Then there's the Pro controller, which adds a 4th way. That pretty much covers the gamut. 4 separate ways to play it, 3 of which come boxed default. Meanwhile, the PlayStation 5 controller looks terrible. Let's go this way first. That's true, there's some games you can play with one controller. There's some games you put into straps, and then you exercise, and it's awesome. But that's not anything. Oh god, someone linked the PlayStation 5 thing. I mean, I'll do it, Hang on. I've got the link here, because I'm going to look into it for Lore Week, but here you go. Enjoy! Have fun with the whatever the hell. It's an Xbox controller, that's what it is. Now, granted, I don't like Xbox controllers, and that's preference, but still, what? Now, it's also worth noting that I actually like the PS3 controller best amongst the PlayStation ones. Oh, no bad, Cody, no bad. Yeah, that's nice, Hazardous. Is it good? Of course, I don't know, because I can't hold the damn thing. Yeah, the PS4 controller I don't really care for. I put up with it. It's not terrible. But there's one big thing I really don't like about the PS4 controller. Can anyone guess what it is before I say it? Or not. I will just not make that. The touchpad. Honestly, I forgot the touchpad exists, so... There's three things I don't care for. Ah! Camera. The Switch selects. No, that's not really something with the controller. The way you hold it? Nope. Thumbstick placement? Nope. I'm actually surprised no one's getting it. No, it's actually very simple. It is the select and start button. Yeah, I have hit the share button plenty of times without meaning to whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I did that today. Here, let me hit the start button to continue making my point. I also think, and no, this isn't really on the controller, but I think there are several PS4 games which try to use the touchpad as a gimmick, kind of like the waggle for the Wii was. And it's dumb. So if you just... Hang on, wrong hand. If you just ejected the touchpad and made these buttons not suck, I'd be down with it. Because, see, there's two things wrong with these buttons. First is the fact that this pulls up this freaking menu. At a delay, too. So if you hit it by accident, you don't even see it at first. You don't even realize it. The second problem, though, is the fact that they're, in my opinion, bad button design. They are recessed with nothing really to tactilely indicate they're there. To explain what I mean a little bit, run your thumb over a controller, right? You can immediately, and without having to look or anything, you can tell immediately where each button is just because you can feel the button there, right? But unless you're really, like if I pull it up like this, I can feel the start button, that is to say, the options button. But it's recessed. So if I just run my thumb over there, there's nothing there. It's actually effectively the same problem with using touchpad controls. Because there's no tactile reaction. It's just you're running your thumb over an area. Well, I give up. Probably not supposed to go that way. So yeah, no, don't care for those. It is one of several reasons why I don't use a PS4 controller as my PC controller. I mean, you know, everyone likes different things, Omni. You know, I'm down. I mean, these are admittedly minor complaints. It's just I will take the PS3 controller over the PS4 controller any day of the week. Hello? Okay. Thought there was going to be a battle, but I guess not. I do like the fact that the PS5 controller's white. I'm down with that. So I've heard several of you say you don't like the PS3 controller. Can I ask why? I'm actually curious. It's too small. Well, I can't speak to that. I actually like the Joy-Cons. What the hell do I know? Let's see, what am I missing? I'm missing tons of stuff here. My goodness. Look at no, good. Go away. Go away. God damn it. Without even meaning to, I just hit the start button, aka the options button, 3 times trying to get rid of that. Okay, so PS2 controller without the cable. That's true. The one and only complaint I have about the PS3 controller is that it's wireless, which is also one of my complaints about the PS4 controller. Yeah, but I don't know how to exit. Okay, whatever. I will take you on your word. Oh, there's another door. Gotcha. That explains why I thought I was turned around. How is being wireless a bad thing? So this will die. There will come a point in time in which this will not be playable anymore. Eventually, the battery in it will reach the point where it no longer will hold a charge properly, and you'll have to play it on-wired all the time. And eventually, the connection will break, and you'll no longer be able to play it wired. This controller will die, like my PS3 controller already has. Yeah, if the buttons don't give out first. But to continue the parallel, I have PS2 controllers that work just fine now. No issues. Yeah, also the controllers are not cheap while we're on the subject. It's a related issue. And yeah, there's also input lag issues and signal delay issues, and there are other possibilities of things screwing up specifically because they're wireless. Wireless is neat and all. I mean, I'm playing wireless right now. But given a choice, I will always prefer wired unless I'm using the Joy-Cons. And even that's only because I cannot use the Joy-Cons properly without wireless. Or a weird setup. Okay. And not me, Blue Wolf. My PS1 and PS2 controllers both still work. Hell, I got my PS1 controller in college. It still works. Although I haven't tested it in about a year at this point. But I did actually test it last year, no joke. Mostly because I was... There we go. I was putting everything into storage, into deep storage, and sealing it, you know, airtight packaging, etc. And I tested all the hardware before I put it into storage. So I can say definitively that basically all my stuff works right now. All my cartridges, and all my consoles. Except for my PS3 controller, which, again, that was the complaint. Ow. Come on. There we go. Or don't. That's cool too. Worst controller I've ever used. There's 3 that come to mind immediately. And no, none of them are the N64. I don't remember the old consoles, so I can't actually speak to those. Like, I don't remember what it felt like to hold them, you know? No, I have not, Hardboiled. Sorry. It'll be another pseudo premiere run. Option number 1. The NES.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Yeah, the NES controller is a fantastic example of sand before water. I didn't really have any issues with it as a kid other than just general discomfort, but no, it is not a good controller. I was waiting for him to finish talking, Superman. Chill, man, chill, it's okay. My second choice, the Wii. The Wii is obvious. The Wii is everything wrong with the NES controller, but actually worse. Especially if you play like this. Because a lot of the games that I played on the Wii, I would play with Wiimote plus Nunchuck. So I'm playing like this. And I can't rest my arms properly. And I can't do that, so I'm just kind of stuck like this the whole time. In addition to the fact that they're kind of uncomfortable. But it's actually the worst when it's on its side and you're playing it like that. That's the worst by far, IMO. And the worst controller I've ever used, this one actually requires an asterisk to explain, is the Logitech USB controller. You know the one. Like, if you've ever used a Logitech USB controller, you are exceptionally aware of the default model, because there's really just the one. And you're probably thinking, why, Lore? Well, the analogs were not really all that well designed, with bad dead zones and bad sensitivity. And the D-pad is the worst D-pad I've ever used in a gaming controller. The end. It was basically unusable for me. Like, seriously, if you look up Logitech USB controller right now, you will probably see what I'm referring to. They're like, they're like $15. And no, I've not seen the ColecoVision one. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's I could argue, now that I'm thinking about it, I've actually played worse controllers, but I couldn't tell you what they were because I returned them the day I bought them. Yeah, I think we're at the point of the Zoomer thing, which I've been kind of avoiding. Sure, Zillow, go for it. Ultimately, I will also say I don't think there's such a thing as a perfect controller for me. Like, I don't think there's a controller I can not list at least one complaint about. Oh my god, that looks awful. Whoops. Yep, you're right, you're right. Do I have a sprint button? Although the Switch controllers come close. They're as close as I've gotten. Honestly, I can say there's only two things that really bother me about the Switch controller. It's wireless.
Trust me, those dark eco boxes are bad news!
And God, I can't remember the other thing now because that distracted the hell out of me. And we're dead. Okay. Let's see. Oh, no. That was it. So, the The first thing is the fact that they're wireless. And the second thing is the fact that they don't work on my PC. Like, I could set up my PS4 or PS3 controllers on my PC. Or just get a USB controller, but I can't use my frickin' Switch controllers on the PC. It's dumb. Damn it, Nintendo. I would literally buy a PC version of the Switch, you know, the Joy-Cons, if you would sell it or offer it. But no, no. So, some people have found a way to basically brute force it on me. I am not on that list. I have actually tried more than once to get them working on my PC, and it has super not worked out. The Steam controller. Okay, we're good, we're good. So, it's time to die horribly. Or maybe we'll make it here. I mean, that works too. I agree. They're the worst controller ever made, Blue Wolf Alex. I hate them and everything about them.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them!
What I find interesting is you're not the first person to tell me the Joy-Cons are overrated. Now, what weirds me out about that sentence is I don't really hear a lot of praise for the Joy-Cons. In fact, the overwhelming majority of comments I hear about that is, you know, I'd rather use the Switch Pro controller, which is better in every way. Like, that's what I tend to hear. I usually don't hear a lot of praise for the Joy-Cons. I'm one of the only people I know who really digs them. In fact, I am the only person I know, personally, who really digs them. Yeah, I saw it.
Your dedication.
Now, Vigilant, he absolutely hates the Joy-Cons. Like, the other day he was like, I would rather eat 1,000 rusty metal knives than utilize the Joy-Cons. Patooey. What do you mean bullcrap, if you don't mind my asking? Like, I personally can't stand using them combined. I hate that. But that's just me. Damn it, Vigilant. Okay, we'll do this. That'll pause the game. Let's see what Vigilant did. We must kill Vigilant. It is the only way. I don't know, Vigilant. I'd have to think about it. Because, well, as I feel like I talked about, although I don't really remember, there's a lot more variables than that. And, of course, we are aware of a lot of things that they were not, which is relevant. So, yeah. Thank you, as always, Vigilant. What do you mean? I'm sorry. I know I'm an idiot here, but to me, this right here, this is astonishingly comfortable. This is by far the most comfortable way I've ever played any video games in my entire life. I'm not exaggerating with that. Being able to play like this, or being able to do this, or being able to rest my arms here on my desk like this. This is amazing right here. And, this sucks. I don't even have it out. There's an attachment that comes with this thing, and it's like this, and it's terrible. Oh, so you mean doing this? This sucks. I actually agree with you on that. This is terrible. Like, playing a video game, I've got to get really close to the screen so you can see. Playing a video game like this is awful. That's terrible. Screw that mess. I actually don't know anybody who does that. Ugh. I suppose that's the 5th way you can play the Switch. I forgot about that. Because why would anyone play that way? Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, if you bought the FF7 on the PS4 back when it came out, you know, the PS1 port, that was actually kind of bad. That's how you get that, the theme or whatever. Hello, Tommy. Welcome back. No, Dream Whisperer, that's part of why I consider any kind of console capture to be the same thing. Because it is, from my perspective, hardware-wise. Literally, all I have to do is switch a wire. That's it. Well, the dock's fine. Like, it's not a horrible thing. The only complaint I have about the dock is the same complaint I have about 99% of other controllers. Your hands are forced to be right next to each other. And I don't like that, because, you know, I like being able to move my arms in whatever direction. Ah, it's R1. There we go. Yeah, it was probably not obvious, but I was just hitting buttons randomly on the controller to figure out what that was. Like, I don't care if you're using a PS4 controller for the exact same reason. My hands have to be connected to each other. It is a minor complaint, and I will freely admit that. Excuse me. Honestly, I am still astonished that Sony and Microsoft are not getting in on the split controllers thing. I mean, they copied the Wii, if you remember that. Remember the PlayStation Move? Every one of these things. We got... Oh, no. We are going to fail miserably here. Damn it. We're going to... How many are we missing? 5. No, god dang it. I'm probably just old and terrible, honestly, Blue Wolf Alex. I don't really have any strong excuse. Physical Venters. You have old man lore. Bloogity, bloogity. Bloogity. Nope, there's 4 right there. That's the 4 I'm missing. So we're gonna finish this up here. There we go. We don't talk about the Kinect here. So I'm still missing... Destroy the balloon. Oh! Did I miss one? Or 2? I did! The guy up top. Honestly, all memeing aside, the Kinect had its own value, but I can't see that ever really capitalizing on it. Because you know what the Kinect is? The Kinect is for either gimmick games or party games. There's probably a reason why several of its dance games are the ones that actually sold the best for the Kinect.
Good! You stopped all the mind-dropping lurkers! They've been threatening the waters around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the chance pad and I'll teleport it back.
Okay. Yeah, exactly, Zalot. That's the idea, Darth Tyron. That's the idea. No, this button. There we go. Ooh, I am not used to controlling that. I mean, I don't blame them. Nintendo was pushing in different directions when the Kinect was pushed out. In fact, if you're paying attention to historically speaking, Nintendo was bowing out of motion controls when the Kinect was being developed. Now, Nintendo went into gyroscopic next. That was their next big thing. And, my opinion, I think the gyroscope controls was a good move. Because at that point, it's basically emulating a mouse. Which can be used for a lot of things. Ocarina, excuse me. I hate the Power Glove. It's so bad. I actually had a Power Glove. I have to use past tense because I sold it, but I did have one. I tried really hard to get it working for Punch-Out. Never did. Never actually got it working. Oh yeah, the Muse. I knew there was something I was forgetting, but I couldn't remember it, so I just was trying to find the other place. I watched The Wizard in theaters, man. What do you want from me? Of course, Laura Mum was always a theater, film geeks. So. No, that's the old guy. Where's that jackass? Hey, jackass! There he is.
Oh, my Muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Not to keep comparing this game to Banjo-Kazooie, but one thing I noticed that this game feels very similar to Banjo-Kazooie is in its overall comedic tone. You know? The approach and style is very much cartoon. Not cartoony, like a cartoon. Where's the other area? I actually don't remember. Okay, it is back. I was going the right way. Who knew? I know Blue Wolf Alex is over there thinking when he reviews Banjo-Tooie, if he gives it a net negative score, I'll kill him. And then Blue Wolf, like, cocks a gun in the background. And you just hear me gulping really loudly. Which I do right now, but I'm actually kind of dry at the moment. Ah! Oh god, I am so nervous about Legend of Dragoon. And that's 100% for that area. Is there like 100% for everywhere, or is it just per... Oh no, it is right there at 31%. Okay. Oh god. Can we just skip Legend of Dragoon? Is that cool? Is everyone cool with that? I'll refund all the money.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees.
I think my wrist is wider than her waist. God.
Definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees.
Look at that.
Over? Like burning molten metal over? The fire cannon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Yeah, have a sandwich. Please. I'm worried about you. Like, I'm fat, but damn, woman. I wouldn't mind being that skinny. I mean, it would be an issue, but, you know, that's an issue I could work with, right? Oh, right. This is the wrong series of platforms. Yeah, she seems pretty cool. Better than me, that's for certain. Yeah, exactly, Sarah Mike. I don't know if this was the beginning of Naughty Dog, but I know it was towards the beginning.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
crash was first. Okay. That would make sense, given the timing. Yay. Is that everything? That's everything. Okay, now we're done here. But yeah, to get real for a second, I've actually considered turning off the webcam every now and again, just because I really don't like being seen right now. I am extremely self-conscious. Like, I don't even like going out to the grocery store right now, because it's just, ugh. Okay. So let's see how we do here, shall we?
Hit those balloons to cool off!
And take damage.
There's scout flies out here, too! Woo! See if we can catch air off those lurkers!
Damn it.
Use the hop turn to steer harder!
Well, I got all the eggs at least.
Wahoo! We made it!
To say, so I think I missed like one in that? God, sorry, I was looking at my... Oh, okay. Domino's contacted me and I'm like, what the hell? I haven't ordered anything. It's just ads. It's just an ad. Well, I missed that one. No! Yeah. I don't remember who the original Battletoads was. Like the first one. Oh, it was rare. Huh. Go figure. Quality design at the beginning. Kind of. Look, I don't want to speak ill of Battletoads, but that game has issues. But my point is you could see the core quality, you know, early on. So, this looks neat.
Whoa!
Hi.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders! Oh, and it looks like the Blue Sage is working on a levitation machine to move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
We'd better take a look at his notes. Jack, go check on the villagers. Then come back and give us an update. And take the furball with you.
I have no idea, Omni. I looked up the voice actress and basically didn't find anything.
Apparently, the Precursor structure just off the coast leads to an underwater lost city. The Blue Sage has been trying to figure out how he can bring one of the chambers to the surface, but he was never successful. You should check it out.
Aren't there a lot of lurker sharks in that water?
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Of course not. Just looking out for Jack here. You know what a chicken he can be.
Well, if you swim out over the coral reef, I doubt the lurker sharks will bother you. They don't like shallow water.
That was it, Anna Garduno. And yeah, she was in Rugrats, and that was the only thing I recognized her from. Or in. Ooh, okay. Sure. Ah! Okay. I accept death. Kill me! Kill me. It's better than swimming back up. Okay, where am I? Would make sense, Omni, given the circumstance.
Until we find out why the blue sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells to fuel his machine. Go get them.
Don't I already have that? Hey, Retro.
Hang in there, little ones.
Damn. Okay. I have 36, apparently.
I've got to get back to my research.
What?
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe you could help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We ask you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the Precursor basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground. If you could herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 Precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough? Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
Gimme. I think my favorite part about that animation is it always just adheses to his hand like it's glued there. Which has always amused me. Every time I see it. Which I guess I shouldn't say has always, like it's been a long time, but whatever. No, Baron, it is not.
Interesting strata.
No, the animations are crap and terrible. That's why I've already written down a potential positive for them. Damn.
Nasty lurkers. Interesting.
I always knew she was secretly evil, Retro. Done, Loke the Night Reaper. Went the other way around. To victory! I keep wanting to pull up a map and figure out what I need to do still. You know, like in Mario 64, you'd hit pause and it'd be like, and it would show the zoomed out thing or whatever. A terrible, terrible, terrible map, but, you know, at least it was something.
Good luck, boys.
Always to the mayor. I guess we'll talk to the mayor, see what he wants. What do you want?
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So's, I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet online. My big comeback. Beat the record time racing Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin, and I'll get a pretty
Oh
payout.
god, a race.
I'll give you another power cell.
That sounds really terrible. Okay. Hey, Sultana.
Oh, my aching head.
I thought that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakao steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? 'Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton boulder, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again. So, our sage, a master of blue eco and a mechanical genius, devised a machine capable of lifting the boulder out of the way. But alas, he disappeared before we had a chance to turn it on. And he took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here to do me harm.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back and stuff.
Oh, sure, and seal my doom? All right, fine. Bring me 90 Precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again.
I mean, that's okay. I'll go ahead and fight him for you, buddy. No issues. Oh, come on, invisible walls. Ah, well. Ah! I guess we're going down then. Down, down, down to the mountains. Got it.
How about we take it easy on those hot pipes?
Nah, I'll just die. If there's a live system, I'm unaware of it. Not saying there isn't, just saying. Come on, game. Oh, really, game? Oh, come on. Totally gonna make it. Oh, yeah. Look at all that making it I just did. God damn it, game. Secretly, every game I've played has been BioShock. Hello. There we go. Sure. I'll accept that. That's cool. That's cool. I'm cool. We're cool. So everyone keeps talking down the 100% ending. What is it? Because I do not plan to get it. So I'm just kind of curious. It's a sequel, though. Is it followed through in the second game? That's pretty pathetic, Cody. Well, and I'm dead. Maybe. About to be dead. About to be dead. And then they find out that on the other side of the portal was the Edge. And a voice for Jack. Worth it.
Don't step into the light, Jack! Don't step into the light!
Okay, that's probably the best one yet, actually. They lost themselves to the edge side of the Force. Actually, I'm probably going to give this game basically the same plus I gave Banjo-Kazooie. Humor. Game. There you go. Aw. What? Okay. That was very strange. And we're dead. What's funny is I didn't actually like the original Jack and Daxter, or excuse me, wow, I'm doing it now. I didn't actually like the original Ratchet and Clank all that much. Now, the remake I liked a lot, but apparently that makes me insane and also a heretic, so make of that what you will. I will say this game feels better than God damn it, it's the second time I've done it. I do think this game feels better than Ratchet and Clank 1. The original. I can tell you that already. I am not insane. And I don't remember the definition of a heretic, so I can't answer if I'm that one or not. Worth it. Okay, not worth it, because I'm way back here. God. A kingdom for closer death, death planes. I didn't like the first Lord Hermod. I've never played past the first, not counting the remake, which I have obviously played. I even saw the movie, although that was years later. Dang it, I could totally make that. I accept.
Kick the little guy on the top!
Can't do it. Okay, maybe I can.
Heimlich! Stretcher! Yuck. Revenant?
We already saw it. It was actually the first death animation we saw right there. Actually, it is one of the potential positives. Usage of audio cues as guidance. Which is something they've been doing for puzzles and combat. That looks like a slide. We'll do that in a minute. I better spawn over here.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral. Like, how am I gonna get change back now?
So, like, why does he never get cured? I guess don't spoil it. Whatever. At some point, we'll learn the horrible story of why he never gets cured. Of course, we know the real answer. Sidekicks. Camera? Camera? Oh my god. So you couldn't tell, but that entire time I was tilting the camera to the side so I could see the guy coming. And the camera was like, no. No. I'm just gonna stay right here. Didn't understand. God, I love dying. I wish I could do it every day. That's the first time I've really had a camera issue. God damn it, stop noticing that I turned off the webcam. Stop it. Game. Game? There you go. Or that, sure. That's also cool. And we're dead.
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again.
Well, I figured I'd see how many people notice if I just turned the webcam off, and unfortunately people noticed within 5 seconds. Really? Game? Really? Okay, sure. Well, see, now I'm not, just because of Sultano. Slander, sir. Slander most foul. There is no escape, Random. Resistance really is futile. Damn it, game. What I find funny is almost all my deaths have actually been from taking damage. Which is like the first time that's happened in the whole game. Oh jeez, that is really hard to control. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna deliberately die, so I can go back up top. Because I missed a few. Oh my god, that's hard to control. I still missed one. Quick, die on. It's too late. I'm at the bottom. Damn it, I missed one. I missed one. Everyone's gonna die now. Just 'cause I'm curious. Okay, nowhere near. See you around, Seraphim. Enjoy getting groceries, hopefully.
Hey! It looks like you can jump dive onto those guys. I was right behind you, Jack! Really? I was.
Oh, that's good to know. Who are these enemies and why are they here? I've been wondering that for a bit now. Like in Spyro, it's like they're all shards of his essence or whatever. And in Banjo, it's like all the monsters that she's enslaved. Who the hell are these guys? Why? I demand the deep lore. Okay. I think I got a route.
I'll bet we can get all of those things charged at once!
Really? Game? Fine. Fine. I was too weirded out in the first cutscene to really pay attention to the deep lore, sorry. What? What horrible mistake have I made? There's still stuff I haven't done. No, wait! I was just solving a puzzle. Now I'm here, I guess. That's great.
Wow! You raised a piece of the underwater ruins to the surface. It seems you can use eco in ways we've never seen before. A power cell surfaced with the room. Climb up there and get it.
Do I have to? Apparently I don't have to. Okay. I've decided not to ledge grab. It has become my religion to not ledge grab. See? Look at that. He just does not want to ledge grab that. Okay. So since that's off the menu. I roll to disbelieve, Shikor. There is definitely a ledge up there. Apparently, this is the hardest jump in the entire game. Who knew? No, what I actually had to do is wait for it to be down. Because it hovers up and down. That was what the problem was. because there was no ledge grab, like, say, that, anytime it was up, it was just like, no, it's a few centimeters above your feet. And it would not work. Probably not max time. But I have no plans one way or the other. I'm not even sure how much is required to beat the game. I mean, I know you guys told me, but I've already forgotten because I'm a moron. I think it was 60%, something like that. Well, this is death. Let's be real, we don't 100% games because we want the new ending, do we? Although I guess that's not 100% true, at least according to ProZD. Yeah, sure, it's optional. Unless you want to see the secret ending. Okay. Now that I've gotten all the eggs, go back to the combat. Give me that! Now you're an egg! Oh! The vehicle section's next! God damn it. I'm just gonna die. Die! Die! Sorry guys, I'm secretly Reaper from Overwatch. Die! 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 Oh, no kidding, Dream Whisperer. Yeah, the secret ending in Breath of the Wild is pretty reasonable. If it required all the Korok seeds... there would be unpleasantness. Okay, that wasn't on purpose. Or that. Or that. I accept death as my just reward for suckitude. That's true. We here at the Lorewalkers do not approve of genocide. Suicide we're totally down with, but genocide? Nah. Friendly reminder, suicide! YouTube. Oh yeah, virus, that's one now. God. I'm not even joking. That's one of the things the algorithms are catching, is the word virus. I missed one. So we're gonna die here, on purpose. YouTube. Some people ask me, Laura, why do you push for streams? I prefer your ruminations. Well... You haven't dealt with YouTube like I have for the past 9 years. 8 years. Is it 8? God, I don't remember. I think it's 8. 8 as of this August. I think. Yeah, it's the second time that exact one has got me. It's actually a pretty decent gotcha trap. It's just irritating because it's a gotcha trap. Booyaka! Well, at this point, if I was to rely on my ruminations, I'd be committing financial suicide.
Feeling about this.
No pun intended.
Jack, run! The dark ego is rising!
I accept. It was in that moment Jack realized his one true destiny. To give in to the void! Just like I did when I turned off my webcam. Got it. No camera control. Good to know. Really? Game? To give in to the void! Yeah, I actually don't know why the algorithm dislikes longer videos and regular uploads. I really don't. You'd think both of those would be things that they would want to encourage, but no, here we are. And because YouTube is stupid. I mean, that's not true though, Huthor. Like, I mean, I hate to point that out, but at a certain point, any video longer than, I want to say 15 minutes gets multiple ads anyways. So like every 15 minutes, there's an ad break. So unless you're looking at videos less than 15 minutes long, which I guess that's a valid point, that's the only way you can squeeze in more ad, eyeballs. Really? We're not. Oh, shit! Yeah. Well, that's the thing that happened. Remember I mentioned a near total lack of control once you were in the air? Out of my way. My favorite part about this is, for some reason, the camera wants to have, it looks like about 50% of the screen be the void down below. Have you noticed that? Like, look at the percentage of the screen, which is the playable area right now. Like, that jump right there, I've been doing on memory because I actually literally can't see what I'm doing. And death. Yeah, this is probably going to be a negative. Bad camera angles. No margin of error. No checkpoints. Also, there's rubber banding on the void while we're just making up, or pointing out the problems here. Look at this! I'm literally ledge grabbing stuff I cannot see. Also, I suck, so that's another related problem here. Anyways. What am I missing down here? Many things. I'm missing all the things. But the fish... let's go grab this thing, because we're missing this thing still. Unless this is the second one, in which case I just went down here for no reason. It wasn't that bad, it was just still bad design. That's kind of the problem. Nope, this is the one. This is the one. I saw it. I saw it. So yeah, I'll probably bake that in as part of an aggregate. Is that this one or the... God, I don't know which slide is which now. Favorite precursors in fiction? Humanity! No, I don't know. There's the other one? Okay. Death. Now I need to go back up. I got this. Oh, it literally does not let me do this. Like, look at this. This is me just holding up. It's like, no. No. Yeah, sure, we'll go with the Chozo. Why not? I don't know why, but I suddenly can't think of any precursors that aren't terrible. Like, there's the precursors in Halo, and they're horrible. God, do I have to? I have to go down. Okay, whatever. Oh, yeah, then there's the Wardens. And then there's the whatever they were. I don't actually remember what they were called in Anthem. And, you know, then we got the Reapers if they qualify. Well, no, there's two. There's two precursors in Halo, and I don't remember what they are, and honestly, I don't care that much. The Shapers, that was it. The Shapers were the Anthem ones. And then the Protheans, also Mass Effect. There's technically the Elves in Dragon Age. You know, the Ancient Elves. The really evil, horrible Ancient Elves. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The best part is I'm basically stuck right now. Like, I have no method of getting out of here other than doing this stupid slide. And then there's the Preservers, who may or may not be the Cedars. I'm just going to say that they totally are. Leave it at that. Then there's the Ancients from Stargate. They suck. Wow. I guess I can't use that move while doing it on the slide. Who knew? That explains why I never worked. Ah! Okay, sure. I accept. No. Nope, yep, we gotta do it again. This is absolutely a negative at this point. Full negative. I know you're probably thinking, why, Laura? Because there's no way out. Because I'm literally forced to do this again, because there's no other method by which to escape. Like, this is nonsense. I'm going to not go for the egg, by the way, and just accept not 100%ing. We have officially not 100%ed no matter what else we do, because I'm not doing this a third time. Because if I'm understanding that correctly, god damn it, the only way to get back out would be to go ahead and do this a third time. You know what? I'm actually curious. Let's quit the game. See what happens. God, any day now. So where's it going to put us? Is this up top? I think this is up top. Yeah, it is. Okay. Thank God. Okay, so that isn't as bad as I thought, but the fact that I had to literally quit the game in order to be spawned in the right area is ridiculous. I'm actually going to get rid of that. Okay. Ta-da, I guess? The hell was that? God, I am so turned around. I was actually going to do something other than go get that last piece, which I'm not doing now, consequently. Or am I? No, I'm not, I'm not. I'm not. Screw all that mess. What? Okay. Is this... Where am I? Okay, we're okay. God damn it, game. I think it makes Dark Ecto, Bragan. Like, legit. Don't quote me on that, though. And I'm dead. Damn it. I have to do it again. Fine, come here. Thank you for dying. We appreciate your assistance in giving your life for this cause. Your contribution is valuable.
You have to switch on all those platforms or something.
Your contribution is not valuable, Daxter. Shut up. No one loves you. Especially not Kira. Or whatever her name is. I think it's Kira. Okay. As a human, he was terrifying. Unlike his hunky brother. Oh, yes. I mean, him. So, what am I missing down here? Whatever that is, and quite a few eggs. What am I missing? Any ideas? Because I don't have any memories of places I've skipped at the moment. Wait, actually, hang on. There's one thing I'm missing. Think. Maybe. I mean, he does have the one trait, really, that all men should have. Never speaking. Sorry. I guess I could remove gender from that. He has the one trait all romantic characters should have. Really, game? Jump! God. Okay. So I never did that. Never got those either. Damn right, Zilog. You could tell me you love me, or you could slay all of my foes and imprison them within Frostborn to the point where I will know their eternal torment. As a sumptuous banquet. It's like dessert, basically, you know? It's like, man, I'm hungry. Ah, that hits the spot.
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
You know, it's probably faster to just die. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral, like, "How am I gonna get changed back now?"
And no, those are not skippable. That is your penalty for dying. Okay, so I don't know what to do here. Try that, I guess. Oh, that's a no. So does he ever get changed back to a human? I'm just kind of idly curious. Kill Shikor. Kill Shikor. Sorry, what? What were you saying? I mean, the odds of me playing more games in the series isn't non-existent, but it's going to be a while from now. So yeah, sure, go ahead and tell me. I'm not human, but, I mean, I'm not an alien, I swear. I'm one of you? I didn't realize we were playing Super Mario RPG. Holy crap. I mean, I don't know what to say. I also don't have a hello camera. We blind jump. Then we blind jump, and then we fail miserably. Got it. Well, I wouldn't know until later tonight anyways, Dream Whisperer. I tabulate it all at the end of the day. You know, I think I'm going to give up on that. Go get me some guns. The biggest spoiler about this game is the friends we made along the way. God damn it, that is the second time the exact same thing has happened. I jump up, I hit that button, but because I'm touching the box, I do the dash. decided this game sucks. In all honesty, like being real for a second, I don't think this is very good controls. They're not bad. I don't think they're really negative worthy, but these are not good controls. The window for a lot of things is just weird. Like the double jump. You can't double jump immediately, but you also can't do it too slow. Or how about the way that it takes into account things like, hang on. There we go. Like the roll jump, and the nature of your hitbox while that's happening is just all over the place. Let's say this feels like a trap. I guess that's because it is.
Follow that pipe.
Timed? Frickin' really? No, you don't. Ham. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. Yeah, I saw the animation starting up for sending it back. I was like, no, 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 no. And death. I almost died just to speed that up, but because I gotta do all this just to get back over there. All this. Also, I know I have terrible depth perception, but honestly, I feel like I keep not making jumps I feel like I should. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Melkor. I'm glad you could watch it. That was actually getting physically painful to watch for me. Oh god. Okay, sure. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. I was just thinking to myself, you know what? I hate myself and my life, and I wish I could die every day of my life. So, I'm gonna fall, and that way, everything will be better. Everything. Even G-Juice will be made better by this game. Because he actually donated for this run. Yeah, but not enough, Lord Harrimont. I need to be more immortal. You heard of My Immortal? This is more mortal. It's a little different. So, lucky guess time. Yay, it was correct. Now let me move before the platforms reset. Why? Just jump! It's not that hard! I hit the jump button, you're supposed to jump! Here, you get to die now, in horrible screeching pain. Now, go ahead. Kill him. By all means. He deserves to die. I'd kill him myself if I could.
Say goodnight, Jack.
That's what I thought. Alright, whatever. Yeah, the soundtrack, I'll tell you one way that in which Banjo-Kazooie is definitively better than this game. The soundtrack. Like, I literally cannot remember any of the songs that have played in this game that I've been playing today. Yes, this is very flashy. Can I have my camera back, please? Thank you. That's true. This game is super easy, GG's. I don't know why anybody has issues with it. They're probably just scrubs who don't actually know video games. Like, if they actually bothered to get good at the game, they wouldn't have these issues. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the snarf voice, but I kept failing. Snarf, there we go, there we go. I don't understand why anybody could possibly have problems with this kind of game. FNAF, FNAF. Johnsy, the chocolate icing! Sorry, we're good. God, I cannot wait to play Metroid Prime and suck at it. No, I'm serious, because I used to play the hell out of the game, right? Like, that used to be one of my replay for fun games. I was very good at it. I haven't played it in years. Actually, probably the decades range at this point. Decade, excuse me. Decade. So, yeah, no. I'm probably gonna suck really badly when we get there. So... yeah, we need, what, 70-something to beat the game? I think. God, I don't remember. 72. We got this. We got this. Go faster. How are you supposed to do this? I'll take advice on this one, because I obviously do not know how to do this. I guess if you get all three, sure, we can do that. Can't do it right now because the camera isn't in my control. But later we can. Later. A platform I'm bad at that I enjoy. Yeah, every Mario game. I've said it before, I suck at Mario games. 2D Mario games. And I freely admit that. You guys saw how many issues I was having replaying Mario 1 for the review, right? And I ended up having to use save states just because I couldn't do it. There, I'm missing one egg here. Yeah, I've never cared for the squiggity, personally. And I'm not good at it. I suck at it. Hey, that happened to me once, Blatty. Well, once. There is an instance in my life where that has been a thing for me. Be a better way to phrase that. Man, I suck at Sonic games too. Holy crap. As I say, I've told that story more than once. The story of me dying to the first Goomba and the first pipe. What? Here? Really? Okay. I'll take it. Like, this is where I wanted to go anyways, because I wasn't going to get that last one. Hey, anybody have OCD? Because I left one egg in there that I know exactly where it is. And I did it on purpose. Damn it, stop noticing the webcam's off. Actually, if I'm being completely real, it actually does bug the crap out of me. Not because I need it, but just because I have 199 of 200. And that bothers me. Almost there. Go away, Shirky Shirk. Yes, there is a technical reason. That's a good answer. I like that. If anybody asks, there's definitely a technical reason and no other reason whatsoever. Oh, let me guess. This is another one of those you need the jet bike thing. Technically, there is a reason. See? Yep. Zolok is quite correct. Language! And then there's like a rainbow that plays. Well, screw that mess. Hate swamps. Of course. Irritating. They get everywhere. Well, let's see what's over here, because I think we have enough to power this stupid thing. Hey! Hey!
Great! You have the cells for the machine. They ought to provide enough power to lift that boulder. There we go. Now be careful facing that monster lurker at the top.
Wait! I'll stay here and protect Kira. Jack, I think you're ready to handle that monster without me.
Oh, really heroic of you.
God, I can't think of her name. I thought... there we go. I thought that was Gadget from Rescue Rangers here, Mike. Golly!
When you're powered up with Yellow Eco.
God damn it. Wow. Okay. General lack of control on that one. Again. I don't know what you're talking about. I auto-aim, see? It's even tracking. He hits himself, then I run away. And I fall into the lava on accident. Only in my... That is the second time that's happened. Okay, something is happening on the second phase where I just have, like, this weird inability to turn around. And I'm not actually sure what's doing it. Because it's not happening here. Like, I'm trying to recreate the problem, and it's not doing it. So, like, I'm like, there's this really sluggish turnaround. And then I'm too slow, and then I get hit by a rock, and I get knocked to the lava. I guess it could be the camera angle, I don't know. I mean, as usual, the camera's paying attention to all the stuff that I don't actually want it to. Like, say, myself and the platforms I'm on. Gotta take in that boss. Now the camera angle's not taking in the boss or me, so I don't know what the hell I'm looking at this point. Okay. We're just gonna die on phase 2 over and over. There's probably a phase 3, too. Just, you know, I really enjoy lava baths. It's one of my favorite things. God, I'm getting bored at this point. Really irritating is this is not hard at all. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're just saying that because you suck. No, no, no. My point is that this is not difficult. If you want to say I suck, go for it. That's your purview. But this is just terrible, is what this is. Well, terrible's an exaggeration, but still. Not good? I think we'll go with not good. Look at this! I can't even see the whole platform I'm standing on.
of Rock Village are breathing a collective sigh of relief. But there's no time to celebrate. Use your zoomer to navigate the mountain pass up ahead. Be careful. It looks like the lurkers have rigged the whole pass with explosives. When you reach the volcanic crater, be sure to visit the Red Sage's lab and activate the teleport gate so that Father and I can join you.
No, I don't think any words I say will have any addendum to add on to that. That was crap boss design. No, I take that back, actually. The boss is fine. That was crap camera design. By the way, I lied. There is one thing I want to say about that. You know how I did that? You know, the method? You want to hear it? I stopped looking at my character at all. So, like, imagine this is the camera angle. And I'm down here. And I was looking at the boss up at the top. So I was literally blind jumping on Faith. You may or may not have noticed every time I went back to the lower right platform, I made sure to get him into a specific spot and aiming a certain location to make sure that I always know how the jump's going to come out. And that's how I did it.
Oh, yeah! These orbs will help me win my way back out of this barrel. Here's the power cell I promised.
So yeah, crap camera design.
Oh, wonderful. You brought me the Precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
Okay. Still missing several. Where's the scout fly I'm missing? What haven't I done down here? Oh, there's those.
Beware of the dark light, for it has twisted the fate of one of you. Bring me 120 Precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
That sounds like a bad deal, honestly. Those. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do some mine gnome thing. God, I forgot all about that. Let's figure out what she wanted me to do over here.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Avoid the dark eco boxes!
But why? Oh, this is a new area, so none of this counts. I mean, I guess it kind of does. But not for the stuff I was looking for, so this is not a solution.
That's one of those flying lurkers. He might have a power cell.
Well, no. Honestly, Lord Harrimont, story-wise, the camera's actually been pretty well utilized, so... Come back here. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I give up. Too difficult. 0 out of 10. Too much water. The Naha guys in Spyro 1 that I gave a negative for. No reason I'd bring that up right now, I was just curious if you remember them. So this is just the rest of the stream, the whole thing. The entire next, let's see, hour and a half, looks like, will be just this. Honestly, I'll take money bags over the egg thieves any day. Well, I give up. Moving on. Not worth my time. Well, this isn't terrifying or anything. There we go. Yeah, I really don't care about you, dude. Oh, that's horrifying. Yeah, no, I suspected pretty quickly that these are going to start growing back. Otherwise, there's not really a reason to have a timer on it.
Impressing me. But then maybe it's just because I've got low expectations.
Piss off.
Okay, your moment of gloating is over. Get on with it.
In what way, Juju's? I will freely admit I remember Prime 2 the least of the three, so I'm not really well equipped to speak on it. So, apparently Majora's Mask is the weakest Zelda game? Boy, that's news to me. Things you hear on the internet, I swear. Boy, the other day I heard some people have an opinion about Star Wars. Can you believe that? No, don't. Can't I just kill them? And then drag their corpses into the hole? Like, that would accomplish the same thing, right? Yeah, I'm in a bad mood, by the way. That boss really put me in a bad mood. So I'm just kind of not talking right now. Lest the sludge side of the Force emerge. And toxic lore truly lives again. I'm curious how well Metroid Prime 1 will rate when we review it. I will admit by memory, I only remember one thing that would be a negative to Prime 1. And you could probably guess what it is, too, just from knowing the game. Yeah, the artifacts, bingo. The artifacts were not a well-designed aspect of that game.
Let's go get our power cell from the geologist.
But you, like, put that on the list, Wolf. I mean, no, I understand, I understand. I get it. Well, there's the purple dudes, which I am not doing. I'm still missing some eggs. I think I know where they are, too. Let's go find out if I'm right. Yep. Let's try that again. Race? What race? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no race here. No, God. Hi. Yeah, I saw it. Like I said, I get it, Wolf Alex. God damn it. I can make that jump. One more try. Hello, Juanta. Please kill me. I think that'd be preferable at this point than continuing to live. Weird trophies. Oh, there's 50. We're still nowhere near what we need to be at. I do know some viewers do enjoy watching me suffer. Or watching people suffer in general. I'm not sure why, but you know, I do know it's a thing.
One ring down, a bunch to go.
Listen, I'm just saying, if I had the option to die,
Quick! You've got to fly through each ring before they turn off.
probably take it. That's all. Nothing against the game. You know, game's fine. So, I'm not gonna do this, but something I've considered doing more than once is basically lying and saying, yeah, here's what I think of the game. And, you know, putting up, like, the wrong numbers and the wrong pluses and minuses on the HUD, you know? And then, when we get to the actual review, which goes up on the website, put my actual thoughts there. Don't worry, like I said, I'm not doing that. I am no longer afraid of giving my opinion on the internet. But I have considered that more than once. Whoa, okay, sure. Really? Game? Really? Freaking really? I'm just guessing at this point where the next one's gonna show up. Yeah. I'm still missing do that, but faster. And the purple guys, which I'm not going to do. So yeah, I think we're done here, actually. Yeah, I saw that purple pain. Ha ha ha. Oh, that sounds like a hell of a no to me, Alex. That's what that sounds like.
Thank you for saving those moles. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
I'm missing one scout fly. And 2 eggs. Any ideas?
Interesting.
Well, it's not behind the waterfall. And I'm dead. Oh, here's where I am. Oh, well, there's the 2 eggs. Okay, so I'm missing a Scoutfly. Okay. It's up. Yeah, I'll just deploy some scouts. It's okay, I got plenty of war resources, so I got some to spare. I guess I do have enough to get both of those, so I could go do that. Eat me! Eat me! Thank you. Oh, it's quicker. Well, there might be something later to spend them on, Alex. You never know.
Here is another power cell for your quest. For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
Yay, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, all I'm missing here now is the scout fly. Where the heck's the other scout fly? To the right. Not that much. Wait, hang on, I knew it! It's right here. It's right here. Nope. As I say, I got the one back here. I actually remember that one. Where's the reef? Well, I'm being told to go right back to where I just was.
Good luck, boys.
Yeah, no kidding next time. Alright, I don't trust Loke. He's tried to get me killed before, in this very game. It even made the highlight reel. But not this time. Okay. Everyone, you can stop killing Loke immediately. Alright, fire or swamp? What do you guys think? What should we do? Well, this is an interesting problem to have. I'll take death any day. Really? Up here, game? Really? You know what? I think I know what we really need to do. This one's for all you OCDers out there. Just gotta remember the way down there. Ah, okay. Actually, the real reason I'm okay with going back down is we kind of unintentionally found a way out. See, my biggest concern with going back and getting this was getting stuck back down, but it turns out if we just die strategically, we can basically death warp our way back up top. Because that's what we did last time, unintentionally, while trying to get out. Which way the slide is. I think it's this way. And I am wrong. Well, I don't know how to do that, Loke, so... Shrug. Would be my answer to you, sir. Here we go. Alright, this is it. I need to not miss this. It's gonna be right towards the top. On the left. I don't know where. No. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Got it. And then we die. Ugh. 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 The pain.
Well, better you than me.
Alright, so. Yep, riding the room out. That is definitely what we're doing. Just gonna get it. Save in here really quick. Just to make sure we're saved. Definitely writing it out. There we go. Well, I don't know where the pod chamber is, and I don't feel like dealing with it. So we out. Peace. Really? Alright, fine. Where's the goddamn pod chamber? Where is it? Where is it? I'll kill everyone. In everything. I'll create a monument to not. This is the fucking pod, isn't it? God fucking damn it. Yeah, I'm in a bad mood. If you clip that, I will not put it in the highlight, just as an FYI. Because screw you, I'm not in the mood. If you want to see actual toxic lore, this is probably as toxic as I'm gonna get right here. This game sucks.
Maybe we can duck the bats! That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup? We should shoot those big boulders holding the tether.
Yes, I muted the mic.
Did you see that? Only 3 more tethers to go.
I accept death. Aw. Take me back. Honestly, a lot of the Metroid games have a little bit of an issue with backtracking. The best of them use backtracking as a tool in order to help offset it, but effectively no Metroid game really has a form of fast travel system. Okay, how am I supposed to get those? It's way out there. And that won't get the top one. Well, that's how I got the first 3, Shikor. I can try it again. Yeah, no, they're actually out and about. of my favorite lore tidbits in Metroid Prime 1. God, how do you aim those? It's when they talk about how they're trying to replicate Samus's Chozo technology, and they describe very briefly how badly it's going. I got one. I'm gonna give up on that for right now. Where am I? Where am I?
Ah! Break the tongue's grip!
We'll try it. God damn it.
Run away, Jack!
Well, I got one more. I'm still missing, I think, one. Christ. Apparently you can go into first-person view with triangle. I didn't know that. What do we got? Ah. Yep, we definitely are missing one. And yeah. Does not count. Oh well. Well, next time, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave this one here. Unless someone wants to look up a YouTube on how to get this stupid thing. Damn it, Dream Whisperer. Why are you doing that? Stab it. Stab it. I do not deserve your money, sir. I deserve to die. See? Now I'm dead. As all is as it should be. Oh my god. I don't know what bleeding purple is, but thank you very, very much, Dream Whisperer. Very much appreciate the sub. Thank you. And I'll put that towards Trials of Mana. You know, normally I'd ask if you mean the remake, but that's the other one on the list, so... Okay, so... This is it. We're doing this. Killing everyone. I mean, we're getting the egg. God, it is an egg. Oh my god, ProZD knew. He knew. Like, I mean, it's not called an egg, but it might as well be. Got it. Speaking of eggs... Oh my god. Just the first one, Ventures. Worth it.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral. Like, How am I gonna get changed back now?
Why is there an egg on your back, Daxter? I've heard pretty mixed things about the second one. I'm guessing it's one of those, you know, differing opinion because change in focus kind of situations. Or that, sure. That's cool too. Okay, so I don't know if you could tell, but I'm holding right. And the game's like, okay, so I'm going to move you right and down. And I'm like, but I'm holding right. The game's like, no, you're holding right and down. I could tell that because the camera changed angle. And obviously that means that you're changing... But no, I didn't change my camera. Or my controller. What the... Oh, God. That's strange. The game's like, no, you don't understand. The camera changed. That means you changed your movement. But I didn't actually move the... And we're dead. Listen, if you guys don't know how amazing chocolate eggs are, then you have never had really good Cadbury cream eggs. You call this old school? I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun. It's just, really? I'm sorry. I'm old. What do you want from me? Well, okay, it did it again. Should have been ready for that. That's what I did it last time. Camera? Camera? I'm 37, okay. Ugh, there we go. Okay, we're back, See you around, Superman Prime.
Wow! Only 2 more tethers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really consider PS2 games that old. Call me a weirdo. Like, the PS2 came out and I was already out of college. You know what I mean? That's just shooter stuff. I mean, they did that with Mario 64, Logue, so it wouldn't surprise me if there were still some issues with that kind of problem in game design. It's funny because first there's issues with the fact that the camera is a physical object, which means that it has trouble getting stuck in things. And that's a problem quite a few games have. Then they're like, hang on, we've got the solution. And what they did to solve it was they decided to make it so that the camera has no collision whatsoever, which caused clipping issues out the wazoo in early PS3 era. And a lot of PC games while we're on the subject. I am not good at video games, okay? If you watch today's stream, you would see just how much I suck at video games. I am a garbage player. I have no business playing this game. But no, I do not come from any kind of gaming background. I don't think I technically have any gaming background. How did they know I was gonna... Oh, wait, whatever. Die. That's strange, but okay, I'll accept it. I accept death. Every now and again, the second punch doesn't go through, and I'm not actually 100% sure why. I guess I have to.
Your dedication.
Alex, what are you doing? Don't give me money right now. Thank you very much, Alex Korbianiki. Very much obliged. Very much appreciated. Thank you, sir. And I'll put that towards killing myself. I mean... Iki... Towards... Well, you didn't put it towards anything. What the heck, man? I can't put it towards something if you don't put it towards something. Self-care does not compute, sir. I was pretty bad at Banjo-Kazooie, especially according to the internet. And I don't even mean Alex, or not Alex Blue Wolf on that one. I mean, I got some interesting comments on that VOD.
That dirigible's barely hanging on. Let's find the last tether.
Ironically, I'd actually like to play that game again on the 360 version someday. Maybe if that gets ported to the Switch or PC, that'd be kind of cool. Try that out, you know. Yeah, no, I am nowhere near as good as speedrunners. I do not spend day in, day out practicing the same game over and over and over. I'm codifying some pluses and negatives here if you wonder what I'm doing. So, the game is actually quite good at giving you a general direction of where to find stuff. If you're paying attention, and I hope you are, so far I've had to ask you where things are like 3 times. Total. For the most part, everything, it's like... the movement of the camera and the flow of the actual level itself informs the type of areas you can go to. I actually mentioned earlier I have a bit of a checklist in my head. Not quite to the level of, say, a Metroidvania, but similar direction. Second positive is for the smoothness of the gameplay itself, the platforming, quick response, frequent checkpoints, and lack of any life system means that the game kind of just keeps going. And I feel like that helps. So I should add pacing. The third positive is sound design, which is good in general, but also every now and again they literally say, hey, maybe we should go do such and such, which is actually kind of neat. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll actually go, yeah, visual distinction on interactables and color coordination on types of power-ups. I'll give another plus for that one. Absolutely. I've been thinking about this for a bit. So, please don't hate me, but we're going to get rid of all those negatives. And then we're going to add 3 more. One of them is for unskippable cutscenes. In this case, a fairly large amount of them, which are unskippable and kind of mandatory in most cases. So, the usual problem there. One of them is actually an aggregate, which we're still kind of adding on top of, but yeah. And the third one is for the camera. I was thinking about giving it to Claw, but this is going to sound strange. The Claw fight's fine. Like, the fight itself is actually kind of neat. And that's what was so damned frustrating about it. Because it's like when... I know a lot of you know what this feels like. When you're doing something that's you know isn't hard, and you're still failing at it over and over. I know exactly what that feels like. I was doing that earlier today. Just failing and failing and failing. And sometimes it's your fault, and sometimes it's the game's fault. I firmly believe this is a case of the game's fault. Don't mistake me, I'm terrible at video games. But that camera was terrible. And it hasn't just been that fight. The camera has been an obstacle to playing the game consistently. I might as well just call this the Mario 64 negative at this point, you know? So, rather than a negative to Claw, it's a negative for the camera. So. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. You remember earlier when I got hit because I was trying to move the camera to see the enemy that was about to attack me? And I couldn't. Literally could not. Which, again, Mario 64. How many of you right now can name a part of Mario 64 where it's like, oh, I just need to move the... Like, okay, say you're standing here. Hang on, let me kill this enemy. So say you're standing here, and it's like, I want to move the camera to the left. And it does this. And you're like, okay, well, I'll move the camera to the right. And then it just kind of does this for a bit. And then it's like, Hua! 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 I have bad memories of that. Although, I feel like the 64 version, that is to say the DS version, sorry, the opposite of 64 version, fixed some of those issues. Because I don't remember having issues with that one. But we'll see. Someday we'll review those. Someday. But not today. Because today I got a new patron. Thank you very much if you happen to be live. And if you're not, that sucks. But still, thank you. No, Jesus. Although, that is getting to the point of being sufficiently feasible rumor that we've kind of put on a couple of Mario games on hold that we were going to play, on the off chance that it actually turns out to be true. Because you never know. I just died. That's okay. I deserve death, as we've already discussed. I didn't actually lose all that much progress either. Now see, that's a weird one. I know you and I disagree on a lot of things, Lilith Alex, but I am the exact opposite as you on that one. I can't stand this, well, Let me rephrase that. I do not like the N64 controls by memory, and I much prefer the DS version controls by memory. And I gotta keep adding that because, I mean, I haven't played either in a while. I can actually tell you the last time I played Mario 64 DS, it's when I 100%ed it, which was when I was recovering from surgery for the kidney stones issue. So, 5.5 years ago, something like that. That being said, when I went back to play it when we were playing Banjo-Kazooie, I know, I hate to charge up that, but when we were playing it, and I was playing the Ghost level, it actually controlled pretty well. I was weirded out by that. Did not remember it controlling that well. That was just straight up N64 version. Camera was better than I remember it being, too. So it is entirely possible that I am just on crack. Sorry, guys, don't mean to do the crack, but, you know. You know, that's actually possible, Dream Whisper. It could have just been the controller. And, you know, playing with a proper modern controller is just better. I knew it, Max Time. You secretly hate good video games. We actually kept comparing Banjo-Kazooie to Mario 64 when we were playing Banjo. Maybe we shouldn't have been, in hindsight. That's an interesting standard. But you know my opinion. Just because a game is beloved does not make it good. Even by me. So I actually tried an Ocarina Randomizer once. I kind of hated it. Like, so we got into the route. I was playing with a friend. Pseudo co-op. And so we were like, da-da-da-da-da, having fun, going around, playing a game, blah, blah, blah. And we were starting to get really, really, really locked down on what we could do. And unlike LTTP, getting around takes a while in Ocarina. And finally we're like, okay, we've been running around for like an hour and a half and we barely progressed. What are we missing? So we'll look up the cheat log, or the log that tells you the order in which the logic expects you to do things. Because we didn't have Zelda's Lullaby, which is actually a huge barrier to progression in Ocarina, if you ever played that game. And yeah, we weren't supposed to get it for a long time. So the way the routing was set up, according to the logic, was we were just supposed to spend absolutely freaking forever going around everywhere, not having the song, until we finally got it, like, quite a ways in. And we were looking at it like, that's gonna take, like, days. And we put it down, and we've never gone back.
Howdy, friends. Enjoying my beautiful swamp? I own these here parts. Everything that doesn't sink into the mud, that is.
Judging by the smell, I'd wager your bathtub sank in the mud long ago.
What's a bathtub? Anyway,
Okay, you got me there.
Now. Seems some nasty lurker varmints are grousing about, snatching everything they can get their grubby little paws on, and scaring away my pet hip hog, Farley. He's been missing for nigh on to a coon's age. I've been putting out his favorite snack. With those ornery
In the
swamp
poison
rats
death?
If you could keep those pesky critters away long enough, I just know Farley will smell them vitals and come back. Will you help me out?
We're gonna go with no for right now.
Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Anywho. And no, we've turned off the webcam as a little bit of an experiment. See how well people handle me not being on webcam for a bit. So here's Yoshi. I mean, better Yoshi. Oh yeah. No, really, this is Yoshi. Elongated jump, flutter kick. This is frickin' Yoshi. It's not a bad thing, it's just amusing.
I'll need me some brown medicine.
It's a good form of power-up. Because what it does is it basically elongates what you already have. Rather than, you know, giving you a fire flower or something. Well, thank you very much, Sean. I know it's just an anniversary thing, but I still appreciate the thought. Okay, so this way. The route I was going earlier, except without the bird. Or Daxter.
Good work! Aren't you guys happy you saved our little flut friend? She may come in handy again sometime. Now, go back to the trans pad, and I'll bring her home.
The trans pad? Oh, it's over here. Honestly, this actually does control pretty smoothly, yeah. This is nice. Alright, we're gonna try this at least once. We have to. This is a review. We gotta try everything out, right? So... this should be fun. Okay. I'll accept that.
Oh! Y'all back to help stop them rats? Good. Those rats will be back any time. Shoot all them rats. And keep them from eating at least one of them snacks.
Oh, God. Why can't I go up?
Get him!
Whatever.
Over there! Got him! Get him!
Of course, you get rid of my homing for this. I mean, why wouldn't you? So now we play asteroids.
Get him! Nice shot!
Get some! Get some!
Nice shot! Over there! Get him! Over
A turtle has made it to the water. Have you done the quests where you actually play the crabs and try to kill the turtles? I thought those were actually pretty amusing.
Rat got a snack!
Oh, well, that was stupid.
Nice shot! Get him! Over there! Nice shot! Got him! Get him!
I'm sorry, you're right. I was actually thinking of Missile Command, not Asteroids. I actually said the wrong game. My bad. Although, no, that's still not what I was thinking of. This is, Space Invaders. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. This is Space Invaders. I suppose you could also say it's Centipede. Or Galaga, yeah. There were a lot of those, weren't there, in the arcade era? God, I'm thinking about it. Whatever that genre is called. Hold the line genre? I don't know. Oh, thank God.
You sure know how to shoot. Thanks a heap for the help.
Wow. God, that was interesting. Fishing was more irritating. Well, let me rewind that a second. Fishing was more irritating to do. This was more irritating to listen to. What is he doing? Is that a hippo? Licking his face over and over? I guess I see where he gets his baths from. So I'm missing one scout fly, one thing somewhere, and like 38 eggs. So I'm nowhere on this stupid place. Half hippo, half hog, all gross. So as you can see, what's happening here is back in the day, there's the Great War of the Precursors. Now, it was fine about some stupid thing or another. Something about their popular movie wasn't really to the liking of the other people. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, but point being, that war led to a lot of hardship. In the end, the only thing they could do was kill everyone. Except for the hogs. They couldn't kill their precious hogs. They loved their bacon so much. So, since they decided not to kill the hogs ended up breeding with everything. Because, see, the hogs, well, they had a little bit of a problem. If you know what I mean. And I think you do. And it's really gross. But that's okay, because the Precursors wanted that. See, they weren't gross or perverted or nothing. They just wanted to make sure that every single species out there would make sure to survive as much as possible. So they made sure everything could breed with everything. And I mean everything. Oh boy, you ain't seen nothing till you seen some of the hybrids and Precursors came up with. Ooh, doggy. And of course, they wanted to make sure that especially was true with the bacon. I mean, the pigs. Because of the bacon. Because who doesn't love bacon? Honestly, don't answer that question. Rhetorical question. And, you know, okay, I'm completely making this up on the fly, but now I have this weird idea of, like, a cultural phenomenon of crossing bacon genetically or, like, chemically or magically with other things, like other races, other species, just to try and come up with different flavors of bacon. Because they were that enamored with bacon. So you see, Huthar, we were just talking about how continuity is the best thing in the entire universe. And I missed one egg. It's hovering right over my head. And it's gonna haunt me until the day I die. Led Zeppelin. Get it? Yuck.
Good work, Jack. Your uncle would be proud. That was a giant arm from a Precursor robot. I've never seen one in such good condition. I can't imagine what the lurkers wanted with it, but we sure didn't want them to get it. If you keep this success up,
There we go.
you'll still fall short of hero.
I'm afraid the banjo lives on in me. Yuck. I've never really stopped playing Banjo-Kazooie, if you know what I mean. I am missing 11 eggs. And that's it. So where would 11 eggs... Well, I haven't been down there, so before I ask, let's die. It's very important. Then we'll have ourselves some platypus bacon. Yuck. But that ain't nothing compared to my personal favorite kind of bacon. Human bacon. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Elven bacon, that's where it's at. Just a little herby, you know? It's got that kind of earth tones. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, you know when you put too many herbs on a chicken? That's kind of what elves taste like. Not that I know or anything. Listen, all I'm saying is that elves are delicious. At least it's not like Lord of the Rings, where they canonically eat hobbit toes. Try not to think about that too much, because the more you do, the more horrifying it gets. And... what am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing 5. I'm missing 5 eggs, ladies and gentlemen. And they're right over there. And I'm gonna get them, or I'm gonna fall and have to do the entire dungeon all over again. I was just thinking, you know. Or maybe I'll just be right here. 1. Count with me. 1, 2, 3 eggs. 4, 5 eggs. I'm gonna stop doing that now because chat probably hates me. Please don't hate me. I guess you're within your rights to hate me. Go ahead and hate me, guys. Listen, all I'm saying is that I will kill everyone and everything and create a monument to non-existence. If that's so wrong, I don't want to be right. It was then that I realized that I needed 5 eggs instead of 4. It was as I foresaw. The dark side of the Force is past. Screw up my words. The dark side of the Force is a path to omelets some might consider to be unnatural. We'll be back with Cooking with Palpy. What do you got for us today, Palpy? Well, as you can see, Jones, today I am going to be cooking this egg with pure Force lightning derived from the hatred I feel for you and all living things. Oh, he's dead. Well, since he is now dead, I will now take over this show as I foresaw. Unlimited cooking. Don't clip that.
Oh my! Those lurkers must be headed for a detonator at the end of the canyon. If they reach it before you do, they'll blow up the entire pass.
Oh God.
You gotta beat them there and destroy the detonator, or it's all over.
Okay. That's an instant death. That's good to know. Oh good, it saves the eggs. We all know the only thing that really matters is getting every single egg in this entire quadrant. You will know the true power of the Circassian side of the Force. Get this no-stick nonsense out of my galactic empire. Okay, that's a bit of a sideways joke, I'll admit it, but I hope some of you get that one. Yeah, it's a good time to die. Oh, I wasn't trying to catch them. I was trying to get each and every single egg. I am every egg! Ah! I have missed 2 eggs! I would rather die than miss 2 eggs. Sorry. So, okay, for those of you who didn't get the joke, I'll go ahead and explain. You know how people are elitist? Like, about everything? No, really. Everything. So, I discovered, some time ago actually, but it came up again somewhat recently, that one of the cooking elitisms is about the type of pan you use. Some people swear by... okay, let me actually rephrase it. Some people just insist it doesn't matter. Just use the pan you want. It'll just result in the same general type of thing. Some people insist that you don't use the no-stick pans, because the no-stick pans are crap. And I wish I was making that up, but I'm really not. Like, I have heard some vitriol towards no-stick pans. It's kind of crazy, actually. If you're wondering what a no-stick pan is, if you go to a place to buy a cooking skillet, you're probably going to get a no-stick pan. It's like the normal type at this point. Oh my god, this is insane. No! Totally thought I was gonna die right there. Totally still gonna die. Death comes from beyond all chaos. Hey, buddy.
We did it! We stopped them from blowing up the pass!
Hey, give me my safe. Give me my safe! No! No! Well, I lost like 5 eggs. I'm gonna have to go back. But I figured at this point, let's go ahead and finish this off.
You beat them to the detonator. The Red Sage's lab is just ahead. Go turn on the teleport gate so we can join you.
I gotta be honest, I would not call what I just did easy, and that's not a bragging thing. That was insane. Yeah, I missed 1. You're right, Max Time. I missed 1 egg, but apparently the other things I missed was that. Whew. But no, we're gonna keep the webcam off for a while, see what you guys think of that. Going forward. See how people handle it. Yeah, I don't like using no-stick pans for sausage. That's to say, sausage meat. Hello. Because, despite the whole no-stick thing, those things will burn like crazy. Cause a lot of smoke, and cause the smoke detector go off, unless I aim the fan at it. Which is actually how I usually cook my breakfast sausage at this point. It's like, you know what, screw it. Turn the fan on, cook it, live with it. I'm actually going to make some... nothing? I'm going to make some shepherd's pie. I keep meaning to. I haven't had time to. I have been spending most of my time lately catching up with the stuff I haven't done. But anyways, I'm going to make some shepherd's pie. And I actually plan to do it with some spiced sausage meat as well as beef. See what that does with the flavor. I haven't decided what kind of herbs I want to add yet. I figured you, of all people, would like the no webcam blew up, Alex. Of course, I've proven I can't predict anything about your preferences at this point, so... So, I thought I saw a side branch. I'm not seeing it. Dill, huh? I do have dill. Yeah, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the race right here. That's it? Well, that's not it then. Yeah, I actually don't have any food for dinner. It just occurred to me. I'm going to have to cook or order something. I never did order that pizza. I ended up making burgers, which, by the way, turned out really good. Nothing fancy. But I ended up, to do something a little bit different, I cooked the pickles on the meat. So the flavor kind of soaked both ways. Big ol' thick Clausens, because I love Clausen pickles. And, you know, just tomatoes and lettuce. And I can't remember what else. Come on, Laura, what else you put? Oh, right. I got this sweet potato bread, which works really well with that. And I tried a little bit of my Irish mustard, or whatever it's called. You know, that really spicy mustard I've shown off a couple times, like I did with the dwarven eggs. Remember that? And that was a good flavor combination. Holy crap, that was incredibly satisfying. I thought about it, but I ended up not really doing anything special with the meat other than the pickle thing I just mentioned. Oh, that's not true. One of the burgers I went ahead and saturated with black pepper before cooking it, which adds a really nice aftertaste to it. Like, you don't really taste the pepper while you're eating it, but there's a nice after bite, which is just awesome, in my opinion. So yeah, we're not at the ice level yet, are we? Because I know there's an ice level, because I've watched speedruns of this game. Which means tomorrow, you're going to watch me die over and over and over again. Okay, I misread that at first, Jesus. I thought you said definitely would not eat. But damn, man, just don't hold back, why don't you?
Ow! Look, I always wonder if I'm losing body parts in those things.
Yes, you are.
Holy yuccow! The Red Sage's lab looks worse than the Blues.
Well, it definitely looks as though there's been a struggle here.
God, does her hip have to move that much?
I'd hardly call it struggle. Would you, dear sister?
Certainly not.
Is that a beard? Or like a bone?
So little effort. No fun at all.
On his chin. Not his. The other one.
Is that you?
Him.
You've finally gone off the deep end, eh? And Maya, I told you the dark eco would affect you both. Nobody ever listens to old Samos. What have you two done with the blue and red sages?
Don't worry about your colorful friends, you old fool. They're perfectly safe in our citadel. Our special guests.
They have graciously agreed to help us on a little project.
You were wrong, Samos. Dark Eco can be controlled. We've learned its secrets, and now we can reshape the world to our liking.
You can't control Dark Eco by itself. Even the Precursors.
Until now, we've had to scrape by with what little Dark Eco we could find near the surface. But soon, we will have access to the vast stores of Dark Eco hidden deep underground.
Not the silos.
Yes, the silos. They will be opened, and all the Dark Eco of the world will be ours.
But that's impossible. Only a Precursor robot.
Oh, don't look so upset, Samos. We've got big plans for you.
Wait a minute! That Was Gull? The same Gull who's supposed to change me back? Gull is the guy trying to kill us? I'm doomed.
We may all be doomed. If they open the silos, the Dark Eco will twist and destroy everything it touches. We simply must get to their citadel to stop them.
The fastest way there is through the lava tube at the bottom of this crater. A few more power cells and your Zoomer's heat shield should get you across the lava safely.
All right, my boy. You know what to do. Take the flea bag and go round up more power cells.
So I hate to disagree with you, Maverick, but those were not memory glands. Those were coconuts she taped to her chest. You could tell because of how they were, falling to the sides. Ooh, that sounds good, Dream Whisperer. So anyways, we are, of course, at our cutoff point. But, this looks like this is going to be terrifying. I just want to say, we've 100%ed so far. Which we did in Banjo until we got to the, when did we give up on 100%ing Banjo? Was it the forest level? I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, that's true. We didn't do the... There's only one thing to do. Yes, good.
This isn't good.
I don't know which is which. Behold!